Hello everybody, I wanted to make this video because I feel it's really important to talk about this specific subject I'm going to get on. And as you can see with the title, this has to do with postpartum depression. Are there signs during your pregnancy that you need to be aware of that might point to you having postpartum depression? The answer to this is yes and no. I say no because sometimes you're fine throughout your pregnancy, and then right after the baby gets here, it's like you're depressed. It just kind of comes on with the care of the new baby, with your sleep pattern out of whack, and sometimes the arrival of the baby brings on the postpartum depression. However, there can be other things that trigger a reaction for postpartum depression, which would be the signs that you may end up suffering from postpartum depression. Number one is you suffer from depression already. If you suffer from depression already, your chances of having postpartum depression are really high. Number two, marital issues or issues in general with the father of the baby you are having. This can definitely cause some triggers of postpartum depression, causing you to, in a sense, disconnect from your baby because you're disconnected from the father. Stress can be a sign that you're going to go through postpartum depression. Certain things that you're going through in your life. So I am pregnant with my 6th child, and I only had postpartum depression with my 2nd child. I was fine with my first child, despite his father completely abandoning us. I was fine with my 3rd child, despite my husband not being there because he was an over-the-road truck driver. I was fine with my 4th child, despite not exactly wanting to get pregnant at the time. And I was fine with my 5th child, despite him being in the NICU and turning out to have Down syndrome. So it's kind of amazing how certain things should probably trigger a postpartum depression reaction, and they don't. But with my 2nd child, I suffered greatly with postpartum depression. Her dad and I were on the rocks. Our relationship was absolutely horrible, and I didn't want to be with him. And the funny part about it is she is the only one of my kids, the only one that was a planned pregnancy. All the rest kind of just showed up, but she was a planned pregnancy, and she's the only one I had postpartum depression with. After having her, I felt such a disconnection from her, and I think it had to do with having such a disconnection with her dad. It was really bad. I just didn't want her. I didn't bond with her. I dreaded getting up with her in the middle of the night. I would just sit there and let her cry. I would yell and scream. It was pretty bad. So in my current pregnancy, I have a huge suspicion that I'm going to end up suffering from postpartum depression because I've been depressed throughout my entire pregnancy. And I just don't know what's going on. I don't have depression. I do have anxiety disorder, but I don't have depression, and I am just so out of it, so sad, so alone feeling, so just wanting things to just kind of end and be over with. So I really feel like I'm going to suffer from postpartum depression. So if you feel these triggers coming on, like, you know what, things are going to get worse from here after my baby's born. If you sense that you're going to have postpartum depression, talk to your doctor. If you end up with depression after the baby's born, talk to your doctor. It's very important to reach out, and I just wanted to make this video as a form of reaching out and to help other women uh, know they're not alone and to know to reach out. And that's that. I really just felt I needed to get this out. Alright.